Fox 5 and Hot 97 present Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers.
Something new is happening with hip-hop. While the tough-talking, hard-edged, beat-pounding rap songs are still streaming favorites, love songs are growing in popularity with the newest generation of fans. They're looking at the classics and making love songs their own, proving to skeptics that love truly is the universal language. Method Man and Mary J. Blige's hit song is just one of many love songs by hip-hop greats.
Girl, it's easy to love me now. Would you love me if I was down?
50 Cent asked about his love's loyalty in 21 questions.
I got my Ferroist girl with me.
Beyonce and Jay-Z went from Bonnie and Clyde to Drunk in Love. For the new generation, it's Lil TJ.
Baby, I don't wanna play these games.
But it's my fault, I should have never fell in love with a...
And A Boogie lamenting the high price of love.
I feel like a lot of the newer hip hop love songs are melodic, right? A lot of the artists using the auto tunes, and you have real R&B artists that are still singing, but for these kids, they like this auto tune sound. They like this melodic sound. It's working. It's connecting.
SZA has topped the charts and Grammy nominations with her love songs. Lola Brooke ventured away from rap into the love zone with Bryson Tiller in their hit song, You.
I'm yours for the summer, wanna drink until we drunk.
New R&B artist Honey Baby is making waves with her new hit, Touchin'.
Touching on me.
I feel like everybody is going through something. Or if they're not literally going through it, they went through it. So everybody's going to connect to love songs, whether their heart is broken, whether they're in love.
LL Cool J stole the hearts of many women with his love songs. Ja Rule and Ashanti have a string of love and relationship classics. New artist Josh X, who studied music at Juilliard, recently hit the top 5 R&B charts with his song, Love Takes Me Higher.
I feel like I just have to keep being authentic to myself. And as long as when I'm in the booth, the magic comes out of what I'm creating, then I'm gonna put it out for fans to listen to.
Those R&B records just connect a little different when it comes to emotions. So I don't see, R&B going away. I just see it getting bigger and the evolution of it, and having artists like our guest, Josh and Honey Baby, push it forward.
Let's find out more from our panel who are right in the middle of this movement. Joining me for this episode of Street Soldiers, Josh X. He's an R&B artist. His latest hit is called Love Takes Me Higher. It has hit the top 10 on the R&B charts. Josh, thanks for joining us and congratulations on that.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. Also with us is Honey Baby. Her latest hit, you probably heard it on the radio, is Touchin'. She's from Asbury Park, New Jersey. Honey, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Also with us is Hot 97's own DJ Drewski. You hear him on the new at 2, Monday through Fridays on Hot 97, Sunday nights at 11 p.m. with the new movement. And he's broken a lot of new artists. And he's also had, as we've seen throughout the years, different love songs that have influenced, his romantic life as well. So we're going to get to it with him and find out what's popular right now. Drewski, thanks for being with us again.
Of course. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, totally. So Drewski, is it my imagination or are we hearing more love songs mixed in with the hip hop songs?
Yeah, I think we're back at a time where, either the hip hop songs are being sampled with old love songs that we knew growing up. Now a lot of artists are sampling, and then we have a lot of new R&B artists. I think, we go through these phases and this roller coaster of like street and then, trap. And now we're back on that R&B wave, and some of the young artists like Honey Baby and Josh X, who are with us today, creating that vibe. So I think we're at a good space when it comes to R&B music. We got some big R&B superstars right now that like Summer Walker and SZA and Drake still, making R&B music and infusing it, like you said, with the hip hop, where it's not as much as it used to be separated. You had hip hop and you had R&B. Now we have a lot of hip hop, R&B infused music. So I'm enjoying it. I like it. And
when you're doing your events, you're doing your parties, you're doing the clubs, obviously you have different audiences. in different locations and times of day that you're doing them at too? Are you finding that that people want to hear it more?
Oh yeah, of course. Like when we're doing these brunch parties at 3 in the afternoon, the R&B music is ringing off. Like if it was, the new hit record in a regular club at 2 in the morning, if you're playing at 2 in the afternoon, you could play R&B music and get a big reaction. And there's records and artists, for example, like Fantasia. When you play Fantasia, When I See You, I don't care if you just came home from prison and you're the most gangster person in the room. They're still dancing and singing word for word. I'm talking about men singing these R&B songs. So it's just great to see.
No, definitely. All right. Honey, tell us how you're from Asbury Park? How did you get involved in music, and what does it mean to you?
I got into music when I was really young. I was exposed to it, and it just stuck with me ever since my mom popped me out, kind of, for real. And I mean, it means everything to me. It's my life. It's the way I express myself. It's the way I communicate to the world. It's the way I communicate to people when I can't find the right words to say. And that's all I do when you shower, when you cleaning your house, when you driving. All you do is listen to music.
Right.
Everything. Like, music is life.
No, totally. And we're going to talk about that too. Josh, in terms of tell us about the song, your hit song now that you have in the top 10, Love Takes Me Higher. Is this about a specific person? Is this tell us about that process?
So I pretty much wrote a song. My stepfather, who I love very dearly, was battling cancer for 5 years, and colon cancer. And he passed away of June 22nd on Father's Day. And for me, I took that as, thank you. And I took that as a blessing that he wanted to leave me to let me know he was the best dad in the world. And when I was having a lot of writer's block, I went to the studio for the first time and I wrote the song Love Takes Me Higher, dedicated to my dad, saying that because of all the loved ones that was around me and giving me the energy and strength, because my mom, who has so much going on, very loving mom, single parent until she met my stepdad, had 5 of us, big loving Haitian American family. For me, I was like, I gotta dedicate something to him. And I wrote the song, and it's actually my first top 5 record, but it's top 10 in general. When it hit there, I was like, wow. And it's something I'll take as a blessing, for real.
We're just getting started. Stay with us. Honey Baby, in terms of hip hop love songs by other artists, what ones come to mind for you, or that you have liked in particular?
I listen to a lot of damn music. It ranges because it's so funny. I listen to like a lot of old R&B music, whether it's from the 90s, the 2000s, a lot of new R&B music from the 2010s and the 2020s. And then I listen to a lot of rap love songs, like Future, Throwaway. Like, he's a messy man.
Right.
Like, just is all over the place. I just like things that make me feel good. So, but I love like Alicia Keys and Keisha Cole, and I love Drake and Party Next Door and Kehlani, and I love Amy Winehouse. It ranges. Even Chief Keef.
That's a big range.
Chief Keef got a love song too.
Josh, what about you in terms of songs? Like, you want to put it, create the mood. What do you?
For me, I love. I was classically trained. When I got into music, I'm a pianist. I went to Juilliard, so I started hip hop pretty late. Because my mom, like I said, being Haitian, she was like, you're not gonna listen to hip hop until you graduate college, because it was about a lot of different stuff. But for me, I gravitated to like the more love songs that were like hip hop influenced, like Common, Light, because my older brother used to bang that, and that hook was so crazy for me, and the lyrics that Common wrote on that record was crazy. Of course, LL Cool J, being from the Queen side, I Need Love. And then when I got into the music business and I got a chance to work with Lil Wayne and Cash Money Records, of course, How to Love. That was kind of one of the most, I think, dopest songs, because it was melodic but rap, and it was dope, catchy, had so much meaning to it. So those are some of my favorites.
All right. And Juilliard, that's quite an accomplishment. But what was the what impact has that had on the music that you're making now? Because you're, in the public, you're in R&B, hip hop fans.
Being a classical musician has been a dope asset for me. Not only as a producer, but a vocal arranger. When I vocal produced Bodak Yellow for Cardi B, I took a lot of my classical trainings with counting beats and that metronome and just having the extra skills. I feel like it's been a dope process for me because I really incorporated in my music as an R&B artist and as a producer. So it's definitely good that I know how to write, read music. I play instruments. So it's when I'm working with someone or I'm writing or producing myself, you're gonna get a full package of what music, from harmony and everything that comes with it.
A lot of range and a lot with it. Drewski, what about when you look at, we just went through this whole hip hop 50 years anniversary, all this. What are some, do you think are some of the biggest hip hop love songs?
I think, like he mentioned LL Cool J. So like LL Cool J, I Need Love is one of those songs that I don't know how I even know it. If I, it came out in like 87, the year I was
born,
right. So I'm like 1 year old, but I knew it. I feel like I knew it my whole life. So like those records like LL Cool J, Any Love, the Method Man and Mary J. Blige, you're all I need to,
right,
so,
all I need to get by, right?
Yeah, so like those are like big songs for my generation, like growing up. And I think now, like, why was I a kid singing these songs? Like, how did I know about these songs, right? But then Biggie, One More Chance, like that's a hip hop R&B record, and then you got the Fat Joe and Ashanti records and the Nelly and what's
Kelly
Rowland song.
Right.
So it's like for me personally, I feel like when it was like the male female combination, those songs for me resonated a little more for some reason. I think, when you think of hip hop and R&B, like when you had the rapper with the singer, it just always worked for me. Like every Ja Rule Ashanti song, Fat Joe Ashanti song, like those always just connected. But I feel like, LL might be that guy when you talk about hip hop and R&B, like he's always delivered.
Honey Baby, when you look at the music that's coming up, and that's coming ahead, and you're part of the new wave, because you're a new artist, you have a hit song that everybody loves. What do you see happening?
I see sound evolving. I feel like R&B didn't come out that long ago. First of all, like I feel like R&B really became R&B because R&B from the 80s, R&B from the 90s, R&B from the 2000s is completely different eras. But I feel like now people are so focused on, when they say early R&B, it's early 90s, early 2000s. And I feel like now that everything has been done and the sound has evolved, even from like 2010s, now people are mixing all these sounds together. It's so many different R&B artists like SZA, she created her own lane. You have Summer Walker, who's very soft and very subtle. And then you have artists like Party Next Door, who also creates his own lane, but is still R&B. You have Drake. Then you have artists that rap and still make like melodic rap, like Shmino, like a lot of people don't know about. It's very different now. It's amazing. And then you got artists like me, who definitely blend a lot of hip hop and a lot of R&B together. Or you also might get a little bit of pop and R&B. Like I feel like all these sounds are now being pushed together and meshed together, and it's just creating magic.
Josh, what about you? Tell us about your creative process when you're writing some of these more emotional songs.
It's the same. Like I would agree. Like, when I play on my piano, I normally create the chords first, make sure that I know what I'm, feeling sonically on the instrument side of things, and then I will come up with the lyrics. I tend to write, about things that I go through or some that I know it's going through, because I feel like when Stevie Wonder endorsed me, one of his main things he asked me was to be an artist to put out love and change with my music. So I made Stevie Wonder a promise, and I'm doing my best to try to keep it in this landscape of music. So for me, putting out love has been my objective, and definitely starts with the hearing the beat, getting the vibe, and then going into the booth and putting that work in.
But you talk about love like the song to your father.
Yes.
It's the emotion of love, all of its variations, not just like romantic love.
Yes, it's all variations of love. And I go through the ups and downs of what love is, you know. Like I said, growing up in a single home until my stepfather came into my life, I didn't really know what love was from a mom and dad perspective. And I wrote about that. And then I found what love was from that, when you see two parents in love and what that's supposed to feel like. And I wrote about that. So for me, it's just been my biggest goal to put love into this world, and I'm gonna keep doing my best at it.
That's fantastic. Drewski, in terms of the direction you see it going, is it and we've talked about this a lot too, is just like the blending of all these different genres. Is there
Right.
anything that's just kind of unexpected? Because you always do see the new things.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the new artists are now going back to the old R&B. Like, for example, Lola Brooke in her new song with Bryson Tiller, sampling the Foxy Brown record, where probably Foxy sampled from another generation, but to see now it coming back full circle and Touching record being, as a sample. So you're seeing a lot of the new artists sampling older R&B records, which I think is great. And then you have the melodic rappers, right? Like the Young Blues and the Little TJs and the A Boogies who play that line of, are they a rapper? Are they R&B artists? So the infusion of like that, I think we're seeing a lot more of that. I feel like it's not boxed in anymore, where if you were an R&B artist, you only made R&B music. If you were a hip hop artist or rapper, you only did that. Where now, like, these artists are just experimenting and having fun with it. And one day they're putting out a rap record, the next day they're putting out an R&B record, and you're like, wow. So you're getting music, you're getting art, and I think for what we do and with social media, it's perfect. Like, just give us, as fans, we just want the music, whatever form it comes in. Like, give us the music.
In terms of the future, Josh, at some point, do you have to decide, okay, well, one type of song is doing better than the other, I got to kind of give the fans more of this? How do you decide that?
Being the fact that I'm an independent artist, shout out to my label KSR, we feel like I'm gonna just keep putting out music and tasting what my fans like. Like, as long as I feel like they keep giving me back feedback to keep putting out more music, I'm gonna put. Of course, the label will always pick their favorites, and the artists will always have their favorites, and marketing teams will always have their favorites, and then the numbers, of course, is the favorite. But for me, as an artist that's been, true to music my whole life and a student of the game, I feel like I'm just going to keep putting out the best of Josh X.
Honey Baby, what about you? I feel like you're going to be experimenting with these different genres too, but what's next for you now after Touchin'?
I like to talk about things that other people don't want to talk about. I look like I'm so, but I'm not. I'm really, really nutty. I feel like being so young and being in certain industries or areas, it's like you always end up messing with the same person, where sometimes you just don't want to leave your person alone, and your person is lying to another person. And I'm just here to tell you, girl, he be over here too. And I know he be here.
Okay, so a lot of drama. We can leave it at that. That there's a lot of drama. Drewski, what about this new love song movement that you've been talking about? What do you see like around the corner for us?
No, I think it's great. Recently, Diddy said that he felt R&B was dead or whatever. I had to disagree with that. I think there's a lot of talented new R&B artists, but look at this weekend, right? The Super Bowl. One of our hip hop R&B goats will be performing on the Super Bowl. Usher is performing. So hip hop and R&B is clearly still alive. When the R&B goats are getting booked to perform at an event like the Super Bowl, it just tells you where R&B is, right? People want to hear it. People want to see it. People, want to be a part of it. Usher doing that whole Las Vegas run where it became the biggest thing of the year. Oh, you got to get to Usher's concert. So, artists like Usher who still carry that torch, who's bringing R&B to the forefront. And then you got these new artists that are dropping R&B records. I think R&B is in a great space. The hip hop R&B infused artists that we mentioned, the A Boogies, the Drakes, the Little TJs, they're in a great space. Everyone is touring. Everyone is making money off the R&B music. And this weekend. We're going to see Usher perform at the Super Bowl.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers on Hip Hop Love Songs. You can watch it again and share it on our Fox 5 NY YouTube page. Remember, use your mind. It's your best weapon. I'm Lisa Evers. Let's push for peace, love, and justice for all.